Hello and welcome to the box room. David Bradley here. Speaking of boxes, a 64 and 1541 recently followed me home. But that was not all. Oh no, it never is. It never is all. So I'm going to pull things out of this box. I have not looked at things to see what it is. Oh, that we have. Alright, this is a binder for a duotang thing, and in it has things. Looks like a course thing. Experiment 1. What is this? It is photocopies of it. Experiment 6.2. Removing existing commands. Oh, okay. So I guess it's something of a basic. For example, if you want to remove a whole program, type in the word new. Anyway, I don't know from what book this came from. I don't. I'll set it here for the moment. What else do we have here? Oh, things are falling. Oh, okay. Well, here is some tractor paper. Isn't it lovely? And here is the box that it came in, I think. For this moment, I'll put this up here. And this, I think I will recycle. Alright, what else is in this box? Oh, looky. For people who made use of television sets, and a lot of us did to begin with, this is key. Now, some people would say, oh, look, it's the RF modulator. No. The VIC-20 had an external RF modulator. The Commodore 64 had an RF modulator that was inside. And this would confuse people. I know I've spoken about this before, not long ago. This cable has an RCA thing on it. There it is. And there's an RCA thing coming out of the back of the 64. And people would say, oh, that must be composite. Well, it isn't. It's the RF modulator, where you would hook this on the back of your TV set. This one looks like it's had a little bit of a repair and a new end put on. Anyway, and then you would have the switch, TV or computer, TV or computer. And that is what you did. Perhaps sometime I'll see about hooking up such a television and having a look. That's probably one of the most least tested things on any Commodore 64 is the RF modulator. Why? Well, because most people hook up to monitors and they don't even know if they're working. Okay, what else do we have here? We have documentation for the game Hubert. Cartridge for the Commodore 64. Ooh. But do we have the cartridge? I don't know. Not that I can see yet. Aha! A book. Computer Olympics. Stephen Maines and Paul Summerson. For the Commodore 64, VIC-20, Apple II, 2 Plus, 2E, IBM PC, PC Junior, Atari 400, 800, XL series, Radio Shack, Color Computer, and TI-99. My word. This must be something. With Computer Olympics, you'll bring the competition right to your very own keyboard. These easy-to-type programs will let you become the center of the action in the events like basketball, soccer, hurdling, and diving. You'll discover what it takes to be a record breaker. You'll see the crowd as you run the marathon, and you may even win a few gold medals of your own. Whether you're a heavyweight, a middleweight, or a flyweight, you find these programs a knockout. These championship quality games, puzzles, and fact-filled quizzes will keep you sprinting to your computer for more. And apparently there are other books by these authors: Computer Craziness, Computer Monsters, Computer Space Adventures. And inside, indeed, there are program listings. All right, I'll just put that there. What else do we find? Oh, we find the manual for a Commodore 1541 disk drive. As we have one right here, this is the one it came with. That probably is the one it came with. And we have some paperwork. Looks like notes. Maybe it is things. It's got numbers and names and things. Perhaps computer games 20 to 40. Yeah. Personal notations about where things are. And what do we have here? Oh, look. It is the 664 user's manual. Probably that came with this Commodore 64 right here. It does not look like it has been used very much. I see wires. Oh, and on the end of a wire like this, there can only be one thing. A joystick. Imagine. And so we go, and they are good. You know what? I gotta put this somewhere. Oh, what a mess I have made here. Or not made, it has found me. I'm gonna set that there. It's on the top of the box. The things should be tested. Oh, and something. Oh, this is kind of bent. Ooh, okay. Here is a great thing. If you are trying to use a printer that is not from Commodore, this is the Z-Tech Super Graphics Junior, I think it is. Now, the one thing I notice is the circuit board, or the connector, is bent. Like it's been, I don't know what. I've never seen it. It's like it's not straight. So I don't know if it's kind of broken. It's kind of wagging a little bit. That's probably not good. Anyway, what these were for is the Commodore made printers, or they didn't make them, they got them from people. And then they put on the Commodore interface, so you wouldn't need an interface. And many times that killed some of the best features of the printer. So you would get a thing like this, where this plugged in to where usually the back of the 1541 with a 64, probably the 64. And to get power, they stole it off the cassette port, and it gave you another place to plug in your cassette afterwards. And this plugged onto the printer, and then you could use non-Commodore printers with your Commodore 64 and usually end up with better results. So it was an added expense, but it was better. But as I say, this one, I don't know if it works or not. It will have to be tested. What do we see? Oh, looky, another Ricoh joystick. These were the best. They were. Absolutely, positively. Although, I must say, holding this thing in your hand and doing this is not the Epix one that fits right in your hand is mighty good and very well built. There are a lot of very bad joysticks in the world. These were not one of them. These would probably be the kind of things that if you were in an arcade, the actual arcade machines probably used joysticks made by Ricoh. Alright, I'm going to try and set that here. It won't fall down amongst things to be tested. Alright, here we have a box. And in this box are some discs, including a Commodore Model 1541 test demo diskette. General programs. Business. Lemonade. Stock market. Word processors. Easy script. Speed script. Utility programs. Fast Hack'em. Superbase. And maybe some blank discs, or I don't know. Introduction to Basic Manual. Maybe that's what that was from. I don't know. What else? Oh, congratulations. You have purchased the finest game controller money can find. In other words, it is the little manual for the joystick from Wiko. Make a good computer or video game better. So true. And what else? Oh. 3.5 inch disc. Microsoft Works 3.0 for Windows. Microsoft Works 3.0 for Windows. Microsoft Works. So we have these are the 4 discs necessary. Well, things happen over the years. Things get mixed in. They do. Oh, here is the manual for the ZTEC 2P Graphics Junior. There are some dip switches on the front. Oh, and you know what? On the back, it actually shows you what they're for. Whether the printer is device 4 or device 5. You could have 2 printers hooked up. And then, depending on what kind of printer you had, you would switch the next dip switches into different positions. And then if you wanted it to be like a 1525, what I can't imagine why you ever would. And anyway. Many switches, many handy things. A handy little manual in good shape. Here. Ooh. This is from Commodore. Commodore introduces. And look, it's the whole family. The monitor, the disk drive, the computer, the printer, it's all there. And it has, I think, other things in here. Maybe not. Anyway, a brochure. A brochure it is. What else is in here? Oh, an owner's manual for Sakosha SP 1200 AI printer. I don't believe such a printer came with this. I don't know. There's another box to go through, but I would be surprised if there's a printer in there. But there could be. Oh, here is something special. Just a second. You're falling. Look, it's the original insert for the 1541. Turn whole system off. Use switch on power bar. Reasonable. Anyway, this was the head vibration protection for the 1541. And I think, is there a disc in there? No. So anyway, it was not a bad thing if you were shipping something. They all came with that. Oh, funny. Ooh. I don't think this was used much. Maybe this would be better in this drive, where it pops down a little hang. Oh, maybe not. It's not really bent. Anyway, it's funny because the thing looks roughed up, and bent up and twisted up. So that is the first box of stuff that came with this Commodore 64 and 1541 disk drive. So stay tuned. There will be more. Guess there was another box. I gotta go through that. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a printer. Maybe not. And I'm really, you know what? This thing bent like this almost means maybe the thing was too close to a wall and got kind of stuffed and twisted and jammed and something. I don't know. Anyway, Well, that's enough for today. Thanks so much for coming. We'll do some more of this soon. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.